What? Oh my gosh. That is so sick. Oh wow. First road trip with the new Tesla Model Y on our way to Tes Bros in Chattanooga. If you don't know about Tes Bros, check them out. They have some of the best third-party Tesla accessories that you can think of, and they are experts at wrapping Teslas. They're going to give me full body wrap, and you can actually do that yourself. PPF is very popular. I actually did it on both of my previous Teslas, and I'm going to do it again on this one. And this time it's going to be a different color instead of just the clear. So this is going to be maybe the last time you see the new Model Y in its original stealth gray color, and at the same time we're going to see what kind of efficiency the new 2026 Tesla Model Y rear-wheel drive gets on a normal road trip, because that's what really matters when you're going on a trip. You're going to be traveling on the interstate, going like 70-80 miles an hour. So that's what I'll be doing, and at the end of the video we'll go over the results. So I'm driving about 314 miles from Louisville, Kentucky to Chattanooga, Tennessee, and making a pit stop along the way. So I'm charging twice on the way down, but on the way back I'm not going to charge at all. And for this entire road trip, my goal is to let FSD drive the majority of the time. So this won't be a constant 70 miles an hour range test. No, I'm setting this to the hurry profile, the FSD hurry profile, with the max speed limit of 85 that FSD allows, because it's just against my religion to use chill mode. Ain't nobody got time for that, okay? So I'm not going to be going for optimal range. Instead, this is going to be more of a real-world range test on a typical road trip. The first Supercharger stop was at the new Bucee's at Smiths Grove, Kentucky, and I arrived with 37% battery, and it quickly reached over 170 kilowatts, and it tapered off after that. I charged for about 26 minutes and stopped at 83%, so it added almost 50% back into the battery. The final Supercharger stop was at Kimball, Tennessee, and I arrived there with 23% battery, and I ended up adding exactly 50% back into the battery, and it only took about 21 minutes. And this charging stop was better than the previous because the V3 Supercharger's max limit of 250 kilowatts, because I arrived with closer to 20%, and of course the lower the SOC, the faster the charging speed is at the beginning. I also didn't need to charge past 80%, so that helped out. You know, that sweet spot between 20 and 80%, that's what made it a pretty quick charging trip. So overall, those were pretty good charging stops. All right, we made it. This is where the magic happens. This is the Tes Bros location in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and this is G. So he runs the show here at Tes Bros. You know, with this video, it's going to be a special video because they are going to launch their brand new full body color PPF wrap for the Juniper Tesla Model Y that basically we're going to do for my car here. So instead of just paying $2,000 to Tesla for red or Quicksilver, you basically get to choose any color, and they have some amazing colors. Not only do you get the color you want, you get full body protection for your Tesla. But the cool thing about the PPF wrap that you are going to be selling here is that it is completely DIY. Yep. You can do it yourself. So instead of paying $10,000 for somebody to do this, you're going to get a complete DIY kit, and you can do it as long as you put some elbow grease and some time. It might take a couple days. Everything is included in the set. Yep. You get instructional videos, you get the sprays, the squeegees.
We don't miss a thing. I mean, even the alcohol, we actually ship it.
I'll leave a link in the description for that. So I dropped off my car with Tes Bros for 3 days, and they worked a miracle, and it came out amazing. And at the end of this video, I'm actually going to leave the uncut walkthrough from G after I picked it up. But for right now, here is the reveal. Picking up the car at Tes Bros. I'm gonna see what it looks like. Oh, they got it behind the curtains and everything. Here we go. Let's do this. What? Oh my gosh. So what do you think? I am absolutely in love with this wrap by Tes Bros. They did an incredible job. It looks so good. It's exactly what I wanted. It's more of a flat color, so it doesn't have the metallic flakes that you'll find in most car paint, so it's not going to be super glossy. One of the Tes Bros staff actually said it had some creamy vibes to it, which I thought was a great way to describe it. I wanted a color that had character and popped a bit, but not too bright or flashy. And this particular color is called Sinanju Red, and it kind of changes depending on the lighting outside. If it's bright and sunny or darker and overcast, has different shades. It's definitely a unique red compared to the Tesla Ultra Red, so it will stand out a bit when I'm supercharging and I'm next to other Tesla red cars, so I know which one is going to be mine. If you want to see more behind the scenes of this car wrap, or if you're looking to do it yourself, the Tes Bros team actually created a video of the install process, so I'll leave that link in the description below. It looks absolutely amazing, all for around the same price of upgrading to a red color or a quick silver color. So now the last part of this video is going to be the last trip home. This is charged to about 96%, and I'm gonna go straight home without charging, close to 280 miles-ish. So now we're gonna get a good feeling of what the range actually is on a full interstate drive without charging. Full self-driving has been pretty much driving this whole time on the hurry profile here. We have 6% remaining. That means we used about 90% of the battery to travel around 279 miles. And if we look at the estimated battery percentage left remaining here, it says 21 miles remaining. And that means we could go 300 miles on a full charge based on the estimated mileage. I have no doubt in my mind that this could go another 20 miles. That is very impressive for this vehicle, an SUV, to be able to go on just like a standard road trip on the full self-driving hurry profile. I mean, I was setting it at max speed, 85 miles an hour. It wasn't always going that, but it was going, you know, 70, 75, 79. We were in stop and go traffic and city driving for just a little bit. Just your standard normal road trip. That's all I really want out of an electric car is 300 miles of range on a road trip. The thing is, I could have supercharged easily. I could have there were superchargers along my route, and I could have just stopped and supercharged for 5 minutes and been fine. Incredible. There it is right there, 279 miles exactly. And it looks like the road trip averaged under 240 watt hours per mile. So right at 239.8 watt hours per mile. Wow, I just can't stop looking at it. Thank you to Tes Bros. And I'm probably gonna get roasted in the comments, and your guys are probably gonna be like, why did you pick something that's crazier and wilder than just red? Red is my favorite color, okay? I missed having a red car. I wanted something that looked like a glass of Pinot Noir, which is my favorite red wine. And you know what? That looks like a tasty glass right there. I just can't believe it. It looks so good. On top of that, you know, it's completely protected now. I don't have to worry about scratches, rock chips, all that stuff. The whole car, it's gonna be mint condition paint underneath. If you wanna do a color PPF wrap for yourself, check out the link in the description below for Tes Bros. I've been a partner of Tes Bros for years, and I've always recommended the products. If you do get a PPF wrap, let me know what you get. I would love to see the colors. And the cherry on top is that this car can indeed do 300 miles on a road trip. So going 300 miles in 5 hours, that's averaging 60 miles an hour, 239 watt hours per mile on that road trip. Very efficient. And of course, there is just one more thing left to do for the car. Let's get these windows tinted. So yeah, with the Model Y, it comes with the back windows already tinted. So the only windows that you really have to tint are the front two car door windows. And if you're living in the Louisville or Southern Indiana area, highly recommend Abbott's Windows Tinting. This is my go-to place for getting all my windows tinted for my cars. They've done a great job on my wife's Model Y a couple of years ago. Had to bring it back to them, and that is what tied it all together. The windows tinted, the black on the red. There it is, the final product, Juniper 2026 Model Y with a full color PPF wrap. If you like the wrap, or if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, because the Tes Bros team did a fantastic job.
So one of the things we did with this kit is, I would say 60-70% we actually use our design. And there were a few that we went a little bit overboard, whereas we did one piece on the rear. But, you know, small things like, this is what we do in vinyl. You do want to go all the way in like that, so that when you close it, you don't actually see the previous color. So this isn't as big of a deal for this color, mainly because, you know, this is a stealth gray, so it looks a little bit better. But even like here, this was actually not even bladed. I did not even put a blade on here. This was all fully computer cut and designed. So it goes all the way in. And this is so important to have a lot of coverage in the bottom, because no one looks at underneath. So you can have a lot less coverage at the top, but at the bottom you need, I think, full coverage for the most part. So small details, even like here, we're going to make it where it goes all the way in. This is a lot more work, but this would bother me if it didn't actually cover some parts. So honestly, from an outer perspective, this goes all the way around here, all the way around here. And for this one, I think for a DIY kit, we're actually not going to go all the way, because this is a lot of work. But it does go all the way in here, so that it looks a lot more seamless in terms of the outside. But we actually didn't have to remove the rear bumper. We did loosen it up so that we can actually pull it back and then go in. But you actually don't want to put too much material on the edges, because what happens is contraction and expansion, right? It actually will rub if you put too much material, and it might actually lift later on. So this is the difference, I think, in vinyl and PPF. It's like right here, you go right to the stamp and you trim it a little bit. So this is similar to vinyl, but you do want full coverage. And then when you do get to the corner, you can see that it kind of tapers off like that. So on an outside perspective, you know, you can't really see it. But what that does is it just makes it, you know, last a little bit longer because those are going to be high wear areas, right? So you kind of want to taper that off. And then we did remove all the trims, the mirrors, the autopilot, loosening up the bumper. We actually even loosened up the fender because when you loosen it up, it allows us to get a little bit more hands in there. They're talking about, you know, the new Tesla coming out, the cheaper one. They might just do 1 or 2 colors. But I can totally say, like, after I did this, I sent a Slack message. It's like, this is totally doable. Super hard, but I think it is totally doable. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be making sure that we make it even easier. And we're going to release it once it's ready.